I've had a bit of an accident. Well, you can see that, can't you? Oh, it was my own fault. Me and my sense of humour. You see, I tend to jump in head first into situations where I think they could be funny. Well, it all started last Saturday. I was shopping in my local Sainsbury's and I bought a large bag of Winnie-Lot for my loyal and trusty pet. It was very busy and there were fair-sized queues at the checkout. And the woman in front of me was unloading her trolley with what looked like a month's worth of shopping, article by article, because the belt was already full with the shopping of the woman in front. Well, I'm sure you've seen this sort of thing. The lady looked at my trolley, which contained the one, albeit large and conspicuous item, and she turned to me and said, "Do you have a dog?" What did she expect me to have? An elephant? It was at this point I decided to take the plunge and to have a bit of fun at her expense. So I looked sheepishly at her and said, "No, I don't have a dog, but I was going back on the Winnie-Lot diet again," adding that I really shouldn't because the last time I had ended up in hospital. Although I had lost 2 stone before I woke up in intensive care with tubes coming out of most of the orifices and IV drips in both arms. I told her, quite loudly I admit, that essentially it was the perfect diet and the way it worked was that you just load up your pockets full of Winnie-Lot nuggets and just nibble one whenever you feel hungry. The food is nutritionally balanced and complete, and I was going to try it again because it had worked so well the last time. Now, as you can imagine, it being a busy Saturday with slow checkouts, I had by now gathered a somewhat large audience who were becoming enthralled with my story, and I was somewhat revelling in my own success. Horrified, the woman asked me if I'd ended up in intensive care because I'd been poisoned by the dog food. It was at this moment that the little devil on my shoulder whispered that now was the right time. So I told her, no, I hadn't been poisoned, but had stepped off the curb to sniff an Irish setter's bum and been hit by a passing car. Well, the stall was in uproar with laughter, and I was so pleased with myself that I did a little jig, slipped on a wet patch on the floor and broke my arm. I'm now banned from Sainsbury's.